if you read Heather Cox Richardson or the emails and texts I get from my Democratic sources, as I said before, the Trump administration's over. It's just a bankrupt, corrupt mess, and he's already a failed president, and he's not getting anything done. That's their point of view. They also are very taken with his wearing a MAGA hat at a Memorial Day event, or to give a speech rather, a West Point graduation speech. They're taken with his tweet, his Truth Social post saying "Happy Memorial Day," and criticizing Joe Biden. And they're back to a Schiffian, Adam Schiffian, and Heather Cox Richardson point of view, which is everything Trump does is an epic disaster, and that the American people will turn on him and Republicans in the midterms because he's impolite. Dan, is this should they be focused on these things? Is that effective, or should they focus more on policies that are hurting the American people? How's that
Yeah, I
for
was just gonna say,
Just say yes.
Just it's baseball season.
Yeah.
I mean, look, that's crazy. He is not an abject failure. In fact, I would say right now that if the tariffs, if the economy turns around, we have abjectly nothing to run on. Like the only thing we have going for us are his stumbles right now, not anything that we've done. I look, to me, focusing on his style is not where one should be, because it's been consistent for 10 years. It's been litigated ad nauseum that he's, the Truth Social, post, which to me, the Memorial Day one was cringe inducing, not because he said Happy Memorial Day, but just the rest of it was, in my opinion, kind of tone deaf. But wearing a MAGA hat, like kind of his in-your-face style, like it's what people love and other people tolerate, right? I mean, that's how I would phrase it. To me, the focus should be on action. Like, what did things that he proposes, does it help or does it hurt the real lives of real people? And then what would we do in lieu of that? Or if we had power, how would we make your life better? I think, and we're going to get to the podcast, I think you got to be who you are. Trump is an authentic street fighter. It's just, you may not like it, but we've litigated this. Like, get over it.
Sean, I heard from so many people yesterday about the Truth Social post. And I went and I read it, and I was like, yeah, not the way anyone else who's ever been president would write it. But I just cannot believe that, 9 years or whatever it is after he said John McCain didn't like John McCain because he got shut down. 9 years after he, said all the things he said in 2015 and 2016, we're still having this conversation about whether his political fate will be tied to how rude he is on social media. I just can't believe it, really.
But also, like, this isn't like, I could get if this was the first time that he expressed himself that way on a national holiday, right? But this is literally like, he's like, Happy Halloween. I hope everyone gets a lot of candy except the losers. Like, that's who he is. And I don't, and to your point, like, I don't know why suddenly people are going, like, are they blind? Did they not see this? I'm not really sure what's happening. And then, I know the folks at CNN like to call it whataboutism. If you're going to be outraged about that, then you might want to have been outraged when Kamala Harris said, have a nice long weekend. Like, just give me a break with all of all of the sanctimonianism that goes along with so many of these folks, is that they have very selective outrage. But Donald Trump is who he is. He is, Dan says all the time, and I think he's right, an amazing political athlete. He has overcome all of these things, and every time something new happens.
Hey, did you like that conversation? Well, you can be part of the Two-Way community. Join us live for interactive conversations like no other. Go to twoway.tv. You can also watch anytime. Hit the subscribe button and watch our Two-Way clips and full episodes whenever your time allows.